Special guest backstage. Everyone is really excited to see who's excited to be here. So, without further ado, do you guys want to see who's backstage? Alright. Well, without further ado, can you make some noise for Dale?
Good, how's it going?
It's good. How's it feel to be back here at Jason?
I wish it was a little bit better weather. Hopefully it's tough to get out of here. It's always great to be here. It's an amazing racetrack. They're always improving it. We look around and see the construction and the things they're doing to make it a better experience for the fans to buy tickets to come here. Even if the fan area here has been a great improvement. Their access to the garage and everything. It's just an awesome racetrack from one end to the other.
You know, it's interesting though, because the weather is very similar to when we were here in February.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your accomplishment?
Well, we didn't get a lot of practice. We only ran about 30 minutes the other day before we got rained out then. So, but you know, this track typically doesn't have a balance issue. The paint's pretty new. The tires bulletproof. And the cars don't really handle that bad. You might get a little tight on exit and a little loose on entry up high, stuff like that. I sit there and walk from pit box to pit box on the nationwide, during the nationwide race last night to see what the drivers' comments were about their cars and get an idea of what they were dealing with, if anything. And it was all real small stuff. So, plus this race is run at night. And when the track's cooler, you got a lot more grip. The car's a lot easier to drive. So we got a fast car, and hopefully we can get the strategy right like we did in the 500 and get up front at the end for the last 2 and 7.
Now, JR Motorsports got the sweep last night. How would it feel to you to get the sweep out here this weekend?
Yeah, it'd be awesome to get another win. We just love going to victory lane and love celebrating. We've had an awesome season so far, so we'd love to win again no matter where it's at. But we've enjoyed a lot of success here and love to keep adding to that too. Me and Dan both won a lot of races here, so it's been good to add to that.
What do you think of Twitter so far?
A lot of fun, a lot of good interaction, a lot of debates. Just listening to everybody's opinions is always good. It's great access. Not only does the fans get to have with the drivers, but the drivers being able to connect to the fans like that and hear what they're talking about and see what they think and what they like about the situation. Because there's something happening every weekend, and you try to connect and see what the media's talking about, and see what the fans think about that, and then you sort of form your own opinion. And it's a lot of fun. There's something happening every weekend.
What's been your least favorite part? I know after Pocono you stayed up, I heard 24 hours just tweeting back at fans. So what's been your favorite part and your least favorite part of it?
My favorite part is when we stay up all night and tweet all night. That's pretty fun. Yeah, sometimes you just feel like she's a graph, and that's a great format. So I think I enjoy that. I think as much as the people that I'm answering questions for. The hardest part is biting your tongue. There's a lot of times when there's something in the media or something somebody says that you don't agree with, and it's just there's time and place for everything. And trying to understand when the right time is and the wrong time is the hard thing in life in general. And Twitter's just another part of that.
Have you tweeted anything yet that you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or?
Not really. Not really. I try to stay pretty neutral, but I've had a lot of fun, and I think you just got to be yourself. And people, even if you kind of misstep or maybe not everybody agrees with what you're saying, if they know you're being genuine, you don't think they'll agree with it.
Now this season, obviously, it's been an impressive one for you so far, winning the 500, winning at Pocono. Having still been in the top 5s and top 10s so far this season, what's been the key that you would say to your dominant performance so far?
Well, I mean, we got a lot of things a lot of things affect how we run, and if you look at our team and what we've done, say, over the last 4 or 5 years, we've gotten a little bit better each season, and we ended last year on good string of runs in the chase, and I feel like that at the end of last year, I was like, man, we're gonna be good when the season starts if we can learn a little bit more in the off season and keep progressing like we have each year. This ought to be our best season by far, and it has been. It's been a it's made sense, but at the same time, it's been a dream come true. We worked really, really hard. All the guys on the team have been together for a while. That helps having known those guys together and working together for a while, because the team's got a jail. And the longer we can be together, the better we are. So this is our year, man. Hopefully we make it happen.
At this point in the season, to have more than one win, and what do you anticipate to see in the next couple weeks before we reach the chase?
Yeah, I'd like to win more races. I just want to go to victory lane. I think every driver wants to win. Every driver wants to run as well as they can, and that's what we do. We go to every race and try to finish as high as our car can finish. We don't settle for finishes. We never settled for finishes before, but we're just now starting to realize our true potential, where we can actually continue to win. So that's been fun, and we want to keep it up. I mean, it's easy to get complacent and start to think that you realize your potential or peak, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep working hard. The guys got to keep pushing hard in the shop. We all got to push each other to keep working hard, because there's more to get. We can get better as a team. We're doing great right now. There's still more we can do.
What else do you want to work on and see change in the coming weeks?
Well, the setup on the cars never stay the same. Just because the guy figures it out at the start of the year, the setup sort of evolves as the season goes. And you got to stay on top of that. The team that can stay on top of that the best. The guys that can figure things out, the little tricks and stuff within the rule book. You got to figure those things out and be those guys that lead the pack with the innovation. So that's what's most important.
Now we're going to get out there and race tonight. What do you have left to do to mentally prepare while we're waiting in the rain?
I'm ready now. I was ready hours ago.
Ready to go. All right. Well, obviously, it's that point in the season where we start to talk about the most popular driver award. You've won 11 times. You're standing right behind. What does it mean to you to win that award 11 times in a row?
It's a real honor. I never was one to win popularity contests when I was in high school, so it's been a big surprise to have such a loyal fan base for so many years. I know that when I first started racing, a lot of my fans followed me because of my father and what he did. So I feel like that to still be winning the award for so long means that we're doing something right to be able to maintain that fan base and keep those guys happy. So, I appreciate you guys supporting us like you do. I've never campaigned to win the award, but it's been a true honor every time to accept it for you guys, and I appreciate it.
And maybe let's bring out Bella Elliott and Kenny Bruce from NASCAR.com. Most Popular Driver Award winner.
Changing up. Good luck tonight.
The guy sent it.